Nucleus Software reported a strong set of earnings for the third quarter. The company has clocked in revenue growth of nearly 40%. This is, of course, year on year. There has been a big jump in the margin as well, coming in at 28% from around 9% in the second quarter. To discuss this, we have with us Vishnu R Dusad, MD and CEO at Nucleus Software. Good morning, Mr. Dusad. Thanks very much for taking this call. Let me ask you first about the top line growth itself. I mean, if I look at it year on year, then 40%. Even if I look at it on a quarter basis, it's 30% growth. Tell us what you're seeing across the business, what you're hearing from clients, and whether this kind of growth can be sustained in the fourth quarter and, more importantly, next year.
Thanks for having us over at CNBC. I would like to give you a perspective on where these numbers are coming from. We have been providing our products to both Indian as well as global software services, global financial services industry, banks and financial services industry, BFSI, for now more than 3 decades. And these products are so robust that they, in India alone, they support 40 lakh crores. 40 lakh crores worth of retail assets are either originated and or serviced and or collected using our platform. Now, this has been on for nearly 3 decades, and we are grateful to all our customers for giving us this opportunity to be of service to them using our intellectual property. So what was happening was the prices at which these were, our intellectual property was sold was, at ultra deep discounting, to use a phrase, and that is what we are going back to our customers, that we may not be able to sustain that ultra deep discounting, and we are grateful to our customers that they are appreciating the value of our intellectual property, and they have agreed to increase the rates of our annual maintenance contract, and that is where this jump has come from.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Dusad, good morning, and thanks so much for giving us that clarity. Well, in terms of the pricing revision, what percentage of your clientele or your revenues have agreed to this AMC price revision? Have the top 5 agreed?
Yeah. So the way we will need to look at this part, this particular question is, top 5 in what sense is the question. Yes, we are talking to all of them, and they are appreciating our perspective, and in some way top 5 are agreed. In some other way, we are still to agree with others.
Okay, Mr. Dusad, let me try again then. What is the percentage of the increase that you're looking at? Point number 1. Point number 2, as a percentage of your portfolio, or what percentage of that have agreed to? So quantum and percentage already agreed to. Go ahead.
Yeah. So once again, I would like to repeat, we are talking to all our customers, and a whole lot of them have agreed. A whole lot of them are still in the process of understanding the perspective, and it is very difficult for us to quantify what you are looking for. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, but
actually, the percentage of the top 5 clients could be, as a percentage of the annual revenues. So if you narrow it down like that, would you be able to tell us if the top 5 have agreed?
No, I don't think we would be able to. We do not want to give any wrong notions to the market. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, please.
But okay, so we won't press the point further. This is the last question on this point. Can you just tell us that are you expecting more price revisions in the fourth quarter or in the first quarter? Should we be prepared to see? So how much of the price kicker or how much of the top line kicker will come in because of additional pricing increases that you take in the next quarter?
Again, it's very difficult. It's very
difficult.
Okay,
all right. Okay. All right, Mr. Dusad, let's try to get a couple of numbers at least then. Your margins have soared up to around 28% odd. Was there any one-off in these numbers? What is the sustainable margin we could look at?
Okay. Again, we do not give any guidance. So, as a policy, we've been listed for now quarter century, but we do
Okay.
not give guidance.
Okay,
So,
but is there any one-off that at least you can tell us when, is there any
yeah,
one-off in
yeah,
these
yeah.
numbers?
What is one of is, um, you know, this number of 169 is
Oh.
certainly not a regular number that we can look at. It has numbers from previous quarters AMCs which were not accrued because of
Okay, Mr.
the
Dusad,
new.
before we let you go, then you have a lot of cash in your books. Your market capitalization is around 1,300 crores. What's the cash? I think you have 500 crores of cash, right, in your books?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Would you like to give out a one-time, big, maybe a dividend, or do you have some inorganic growth on your mind? How do you want to utilize this cash? Very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Our board keeps looking at these numbers very carefully every quarter, every year, and has been coming out with buybacks. So they will certainly look at this year as well.
All right. So buyback this year. Is that what you're telling
I
us?
won't be able to say that it is its board's decisions.
Okay. All right. But you've done that in the past. You'd be open to it. That's what you're telling us. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
you joining
yeah.
in.